With the Duke of Demise's reveal, we've been testing out what if we could actually make this a viable option in the meta. Well, here's a showcase for you. You guys smash the like and grab out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more awesome content. Oozlehole's back at it again out here. We're going to be showcasing what if we could do something with the zombie Duke and actually have it do well. The first replay is going to make a little bit of use of it. The second one you'll get to see without it, and then we'll show the deck here. This is all just the concept of pile engines go out here. And this might actually be the future of the meta. I love how we clean up one pile era and we go into another here. So we're going to actually start off with the Nightmare Throne here, and you're actually going to get to see why this is so disgusting. Hey, look, there's the Spirit of Yubel getting triggered. Spirit trigger. Hey, look, it's a free Yubel. Immediately getting shuffled back to make the create a card Phantom Yubel. So now remember, if our opponent uses a monster effect, we can now convert that effect to you can destroy a Yubel monster from our hand, deck, or graveyard. So we have a protection up from a hand trap just off of the throne. That's so stupid. But don't worry, there's more out here. We're going to go ahead and we're going to drop down the caveman that awoke after a millennia, shove it into the spell trap card zone, pay 2,000, special summon itself, and then we get to add the golem that guards the millennium treasures. Ooh, time to crystallize this. Pay 2,000, special summon itself, grab the shrine of Wedju here. We're going to go ahead and rotate field spells. Wedju's actually a pretty good card. Wedju lets us crystal this, and then we can actually bring up the shield from the deck. Hey, look, we've crystallized our card. Oof. All right, go ahead and grab our free Rainbow Dragon out of the deck here. And look, we get a free Sapphire Pegasus. Now, do keep in mind, we're not triggering this, by the way. We're going to save that for a little bit later in the combo here. Pay another 2,000. Special summon the Shield of the Millennium Dynasty. Go ahead and grab the Millennium Cross from the deck here. Go ahead, and we're going to link into the Moon of the Closed Goddess. This says Fiend right here, so we can do Fiendsmith combo. Now, we've got the Requiem up and loading. All right, go ahead and toggle on into our friend here. Which is immediately going to get overlaid on into Beatrice. Oh boy, it's always Beatrice. It's always something, something, something Beatrice. We're going to go ahead and we're going to mill off the Rainbow Bridge of Salvation here. So we can go ahead and trigger this. Go ahead and grab the Sapphire Pegasus. Go ahead and grab the Walls of the Imperial Tomb. Of course, we're going to go down our third field spell here. Alright, you do see the trigger on Into the Imseti. Alright, tucking back the cross. Imseti go. Go ahead and grab the King's Sark straight off the bat here. And we did grab, we got the Tractus off of that. We're calling our friend Hoppy back. We're going to overlay on into the Photon Lord. Now it's Tractus time. Go ahead and mill for that Lori. Alright, we want this down. Lori go! Lori special, free monster on field. Link 2. On in to the Fiendsmith Sequentia here. So now we're going to go ahead and tuck on back. It's fusion time. Woo! 2 fiend and or zombie monsters. The Duke of Demise has arrived. This is your free main phase additional normal summoner here. Alright, Fiendsmith time. Tuck on back. Revive. Time to get our normal summon out of the way here with the Sapphire Pegasus. Sapphire Crystal. Go ahead and make the Requiem here. You do see the Imseti popping on back here, getting linked on into the Apo. And we have made quite a big old field here. You're ending on the Phantom of Yubel. You have the Apo for 3. You have the Wave King Kaiser. And you have the Photon Lord with an Imperm set. With the Walls of the Imperial Tomb up and loading. And you still have the 2 cards in your hand off of all of that. Well, that's a pretty big board. And like I said, you got access to the Phantom Yubel super early in that combo, which just ensures that, you know, if your opponent, depending on how many hand traps they open, you did have the first layer of protection. So you actually play through that, which I actually think that's actually pretty good. A lot of people look at these combos and they're like, you know, how realistic is it? Well, Phantom Yubel be a stupid good card, actually, for the layers of protection that you can actually get off of that. Now, this second combo, you're not going to get to see the Duke of Demise. You're just going to get to see how degenerate the engine packages can actually be for this deck. We've also got the Walls of the Imperial Tomb for combo. So we're going to go ahead and Fiendsmith on down. We're going to grab Tractus here. Alright, we're going to go ahead and Tractus, which means we're going to get into the Luri to start combo here. There's the Luri getting specialed off of this. We're going to go ahead and link on in to the Requiem. Time to start Fiendsmith combo. There is our Fiendsmith friend on the side there. Alright, we're going to go ahead and Golem, that guards the Millennium Treasures, lose that 2,000 life. Go ahead and special, go ahead and grab Wedju from the deck. Alright, overlay into the Beatrice. Man, I'm loving this level 6 synergy. Beatrice might actually get banned. All right, go ahead and mill off. I also love the fact that, you know, the only thing you've seen us mill so far has been the Rainbow Bridge of Salvation, because we need those alternating field spells here to actually kind of help us on out here. Hey, look, banish. Go and get a free Sapphire Pegasus. Go ahead and grab the Nightmare Throne. Guess what we get to do now? It's time for Yubel combo. All right, there's the Spirit on into the Yubel. We're actually going to link into the Moon of the Closed Sky here, because we'll be able to shuffle back from the graveyard. All right, look at our create a card go. All right, we've arrived at the Phantom. Go ahead and drop down this little Crystal Beast. Crystal on up. Go ahead and banish. Go ahead and get a Rainbow Dragon on into the Sapphire Pegasus. You got level 1 card combos. All right, now we get to go down the walls of the Imperial Tomb. We've got the Shrine loaded up here too, which is kind of disgusting. There's Imseti. Go ahead and pitch that terrible Rainbow Dragon out of our hand. Go ahead and grab that King's Sarcophagus. Get our free draw 1. Hey, look, a free Nightmare Throne. So it's Dugaris the Timeless time. Dugaris, go! Hey, look, free draw. We did get the Millennium Cross. That's actually kind of good. All right, we're going to go ahead. We're actually going to make the Sequentia here. This is where you could actually make the Duke, but we're actually going to go ahead and we're going to make the Lacrimosa here instead. Fiendsmith value, rotate field spell on into the Shrine of Wedju. All right, Wedju Crystal. Now we can go ahead and Caveman time. Revealing the Millennium Cross. Go ahead and grab the shield. This is free link climbing. King's Sarcophagus time. Bring this down. Reveal the Millennium Cross. Special. Link on into the Apo for 3. Now we get to go ahead and King's Sark for our free value. Mill off Hoppy. Hoppy Imseti. Make the friend there. Sequentia on back. Go ahead and make the Wave King Kaiser here on the side with the Lacrimose and the Fiendsmith. And mission accomplished. Wow. Once again, I mean, you have the Imperm in the hand, you have the Tractus for the next turn if you need it, you have Monster Negate, 3 more Monster Negates, you have, you know, your protection off of the Galaxy Photon Lord, and you have the Double Wave King Kaiser. This is, all of these engines, by the way, all bridging the gap here, all for a couple of bricks in your deck. And this is what you're going to have to deal with come later on in the year. And this is actually, it's quite cool to see. Like I said, this one, you didn't need the Duke at all. It's just built into the deck in case you need the chance to do it, because the Fiendsmith combo is just, you're free to actually make it, which is kind of actually insane. All right, we're going to pass on over to this little pile of cards. All right, so this is our pile of cards here that you're working with, just kind of showcasing all of the different engines that you can kind of shove together to actually have work. Now remember, this is a very rough idea and concept. It's just meant to showcase the ideas that you can have. So your Fiendsmith combo in the main deck, 4 or 5, yeah, Fiendsmith Sanctus is like optional. I mean, you can strip this out and you can do a 7-card package, but for the demonstration here, you have an 8-card package. Your Yubel package is a 5-card splash package, which we've seen this actually working in the OCG, especially, you know, once the Phantom ends up, you know, popping and doing its thing. Where'd you go, Phantom? Once the Phantom ends up, you know, letting you float back on into this, you're kind of in a very good position. Man, this is also stupid. The Caveman package is a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 card package built into the deck. And that's why, like, you're seeing people playing this package is because you saw how good it is at link climbing, right? The fact that you could hit the Caveman and, you know, use all of these cards as stepping stones. You have a level 6 to turbo on into the Beatrice as well is kind of stupid. And then, of course, you know, with the Fiend package, you're also getting access to Wave King Kaiser through this. So that's 3 different packages. Oh, wait. You have a 4-card package dedicated to the King Sark, the Walls, and the Imseti and the Hoppy. This would probably be expanded out a little bit more in terms of numbers. And then, of course, you saw your Crystal Beast package is, what, like a 5-card package? Yeah. These can be bricks along the way, but you have to understand, with all of the packages that you're using to climb up in here, and you're building the board the way you are, this is just kind of free real estate along the way. There might be more optimal things, but that'll be seen at a much later date. And you also saw, you know, we actually have hand traps in here. Your extra deck, you do have the 1 Duke and Demise. This was just kind of a showcase for this. This could easily be replaced if you don't want to play this. It really just kind of depends on how you open up. But most of this, I think, is going to be pretty standardized for what you're used to seeing. You didn't even get to see, Ancient Fairy Dragon even being a thought in this deck. Though, I mean, a 3+, Pegasus, for an example, get you into, the field spell, depending on, how you have to open up along the way. So that's just one more little piece of the pie for this deck that you can actually mess around with. The idea of all of these sub-card engines kind of being the next real thing here, I think is a very scary thought, but we'll have to wait and see how this all develops. So, what do you guys think? Please, leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think, and I will see your beautiful faces back here later today, guys. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.